What's going on, everybody? Tyler and Sean here from Rendered Reality. Thanks for joining us on your Saturday or watching us afterwards, as always. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for everybody who shares our links, too. I was really big shout out to some of the people, who share it. We don't really like to share all our own stuff, so we really do see you guys who do that, so we appreciate that. And
I just want to say I want that Virtual Boy that's on your shirt.
Dude, we were just talking about that. I know, before we went on. And it's
I
like,
missed
gosh,
that thing. I should have never sold that
really
thing back in the day.
I know.
Way back in the day.
It's a hard thing to not have because the amount of headsets and old, gaming stuff that I have, it's one of the things I don't have and always wanted as a kid. So.
I'm running out of room, though, on the VR shelf. Like, seriously, with the Reverb G2 now and all this stuff, I'm seriously running out of room. I have to build another shelf. So, yeah, yep. I mean, it's been kind of crazy. But I do want one of those things just for the purpose of sticking it on the shelf.
I actually wanted to play, man. I play all my old
that's true.
Still,
that's true.
So
I don't even remember. Like, all I remember is all the red lines and craziness. Like, it brings me back to the KB Toys in the mall back where we used to live, because they had that display and you could walk right up and stick your face in it. And they should do that more. Well, I guess hygiene stuff now is a little bit different than what it used to be. But man, I love that thing. I got to get one. Real quick, we do have some giveaway stuffs going on. There is a Gleam giveaway that we just set up for SUPETHOT VR. We're going to be giving away some other titles as well. Disclosure real quick, the way this is going to work, because last time there was some confusion around redeeming these codes. So if it's an Oculus Quest code, what you have to do is you have to go into your Oculus app and you actually have to go to the game that we're giving away. And inside that game, you click redeem code, and that is where you put the code in. You don't put it in just the regular under settings redeem code. So just a heads up, be ready for that. That way, I know there was a lot of confusion last time when we gave, what did we give away last time? Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Which I've been playing that still some, and it's still meh. I don't know.
I know, I get it. It's a little repetitive. It's more of a fan game. Come on, we talked about that, and I get that. Yeah. I understand, but I still like it. I've played it some more too, and I still enjoy it. Yeah, it's not the dream Star Wars game that we probably hope for, right? But as a fan, I think it's a great game. I really do. Yeah,
but, I mean, it's cool, but. Yeah, and also Population 1, are you still ranked up there? Because that's going to end pretty soon. So the top 20% of people that play, ranked in the top 20%, they get some special skins or something.
I think I was like top 700, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm at. I'm like 3,000 or 2,000, I think I was, but I'm still in the top 20%. So I don't know what the numbers are. I guess you could kind of break that down to figure out how many people are playing Population 1.
Well, remember, I think when you crossed into the top 20%, you were like around that 13,000.
Yeah, like 12 or 13,000.
Yeah, so and I'm sure that has gone up because you get people joining into the game and playing it this week and stuff. So I'm sure that goes up. So I don't know. I mean, if there's 20,000 people, that's the top 20%. That puts it at 100,000 people playing Population 1. That would be incredible. I mean, that's huge for a game. But Steve XM, I'm Diamond. Yeah, exactly. Which is top tier.
Yeah, that's what I'm Diamond too. Yeah, that's top.
Yep, so good. I love it.
We actually played a bunch. We haven't played much in the past couple of days. I think it was Monday and Tuesday. I think we stayed up way too late playing Population 1. I think I played a little bit one other night with. J Ham, we played for a little while with some random people and stuff. I hopped on for a little bit last night, and I just got random people every time, and almost every time nobody would talk, or they would just like,
well, sure.
I don't know, that's drives me. I like so much better playing with a team.
You got to think though, you get some people who are playing it, speak a different language, so they can't communicate with you.
It's so funny though,
because
they're
not allowed to make noise.
Yeah, but like it's funny because I'll hear people like last night there was somebody in there and they wouldn't say anything, but I could hear him eating and like crunching on something. Like I could hear all the things he was doing, but he wouldn't say anything to me. So it was kind of weird, but
it is a lot of newbies. Like every time, I swear it's a new person, first time in VR, trying to figure out how to climb, and it's like, oh man, like. Pull in the grip, we're walking him through it, how to climb and everything. So it's kind of fun.
Is Diamond top tier or Platinum? I don't remember now because I'm whatever
Diamond's top.
Is Diamond top? Okay, I can't remember now because he said Steve XM said, is it Diamond or Platinum the top? Now I can't remember because I'm not in the game. But
I think it's Diamond. Diamond's top tier.
I know where the
someone
top,
else will know too now. Yeah.
So but we're also going to get into today to a bunch of Black Friday sales stuff going on for VR, a bunch of good deals on games, some accessories we're going to talk about.
Tons of good accessories. I have a bunch in front of me.
We have some coupon codes for some stuff that'll give you an extra discount and stuff. So we're going to get into all that. But since we're talking about Population 1, what about this story of what happened in Population 1?
I mean, hoping to officiate this thing, but man, it's literally, it's awesome. It's really cool. And it's cool to see, you know, a couple and people being absorbed in VR and liking VR that much that, you know, they can do something like this.
Right.
And so what this is a guy actually proposed to his now fiance in VR in Population 1 as well. And he kind of walked her through it as saying he wanted to show her a glitch, you know, in the game. And come over here and, you know, I need to get down on my knee and stuff for you to do it and all this stuff. And it's really cool. It's really cool to listen to as well. I think it might be over on Reddit and stuff now too.
Yeah, I think that's originally where it, but people posted it in our Discord.
Yep. It's a really cool thing to see. It really almost brought me to tears. I almost got sappy. I was close.
Oh,
but goodness. It's really cool, man. I know.
Yeah, it is kind of cool though. And I'm wondering what the backstory is exactly. Right. Obviously, they have two quests, so I'm guessing they play together quite a bit. I'm wondering if they play Population 1 together quite a bit. That would be pretty cool. My wife likes VR. You know, she has her own headset, but she hasn't played Population 1 just because she suffers a lot from motion sickness, and she's not a big fan of the shooter games anyways. I should try to get her in there and see what she thinks. I feel like she would do terrible though, so I'm gonna have to put her on somebody else's team because I'm not sure I want her in my squad. Okay. Hopefully she's not watching right now. I don't know if she's watching or not. So
Factory Life in chat said met you in lobby and Pop One the other day, then you murdered me immediately in game was awesome. Sorry, man.
It's funny.
I mean,
it's funny because my voice is a little bit different, I guess, than most people. So a lot of times in the lobby, people will recognize my voice, like they don't know my gamer tag, but they'll be like, "Hey,
that's how it is.
You're from the Coffee and VR show or Rendered Reality or whatever," and they'll recognize my voice. So that's pretty cool.
Nice though, because like your name's Stengerism and mine Schmitty, but nobody recognizes us in game as who we really are until they hear
usually,
us. But it's kind of cool, right?
So it is kind of cool.
Incognito.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's people in there that recognize my voice and then murder me as well, because some days I'm just I mean, that game, it's such a good game, such an addictive game, but it has gotten difficult too because there are some people that are just so ridiculously good. And I don't know. Like, I feel like back in our contractors days, you know, we're going to be getting back into that too with the releasing on Quest. But like, I was playing that a lot and I got really, really good, you know, where I could just bust out kills so quick. But it's such a different shooting style and stuff than Population 1. So I still struggle sometimes with that leading, you know, how you have to lead them when they're moving and stuff. But I love it. I just love the game, but I'm definitely not as good. Yeah.
You can't put, you know, in contractors, if you die, you respawn back and you come back in. But on this, when you die, you're basically done unless you get revived. So it's a lot higher risk to just run out there.
Plus contractors, I mean, it was all about them headshots. If you could get down on them headshots, you would just be boom, 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 you know, rolling through people. And that was fun. But obviously, if that was this style in Population 1, it wouldn't be any fun you know, if people could die that quickly, you know. But I have been trying to branch out. I've been trying to branch out and use some different guns. I've been starting to use the Seiko a lot more and stuff. And it's been a lot of fun. I'm just experimenting a lot more lately with some new guns.
Me too. I've been forcing myself to carry a shotgun because I don't like shotguns, actually. I don't want to get that close. Like, that person's going to be dead before I should be that close. That's my philosophy. Yeah. And I've been trying to carry it just to, like, broaden my spectrum, like you were saying, just to force it.
Tell you digital. VR cause funds. That's awesome.
Thank you, man. That's amazing. Awesome. Seriously. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, what are we looking for now in the future of VR? Like, what is our next headset? What is our next big one going to be? I mean, is it going to be the Decagear? Are we going to have that, you know, soon?
Something's going to happen next year. I've heard some hints, actually, of something that's coming from a couple people that they weren't allowed to talk about it yet, but something big supposedly is going to happen next year, VR headset-wise. But before we get off Pop One real quick, I wanted to mention the scope, the new AWP scope. I actually used it the other night because you were using it. And I thought it actually looked a lot better. It's so much clearer. Like, it's not all pixelated and garbage anymore. I mean, it still blocks your whole view, but it looks better. It definitely looks better for sure.
I don't usually have mine up too terribly long. Like, it's a quick scope. It's a looking out, hold it up, scope it, shot, reload. I mean, I don't know, just different maybe for me.
Yeah.
F Frank said, I bet she gets the VR equipment in the divorce.
Oh yeah.
We'll end on that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, luckily it's just Quest, so they're cheap enough, you know. They're
sure.
And so I was looking at some of the inventory and stuff because I saw some things about Black Friday, you know, in the Oculus Quest, and obviously there wasn't any deals on the hardware itself, which we didn't expect there would be.
But it was all over the Black Friday ads, man.
Yeah. I mean, I even went to Walmart, like not on Black Friday, I don't remember, like a couple of days before, like last weekend or something, and I picked up one of the little pamphlets when you walk in the door, and the Quest 2 was like right on the front page or whatever, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So it's getting a lot of exposure. Awesome. I have seen that some of the stock is starting to slip, though. I was looking on Amazon and Best Buy and stuff, and none of them were available right away, but it was, you know, a little bit out, but not terrible. I think so Amazon for me was showing back in stock on December 14th, and Best Buy was showing December 3rd. So it's not, you know, the stock is obviously, they're keeping up. They're falling a little bit behind, but they're keeping up, which is good. So hopefully, you know, if people that are wanting to buy these things for Christmas gifts and stuff like that, they should probably be ordering these things. Yeah, right away. If you wait too long, it's going to be like last year where people are scalping those things on eBay and all of that. So I'm sure the inventory is going to keep going down, but.
Yeah, it will. But I'm glad to see it, you know, being last year, we saw none of it hardly in the Black Friday stuff. You know, we kind of hoped to see some Quest stuff in there, especially in like the Best Buy and maybe GameStop, but there really wasn't. I think there was a mention of it maybe in Best Buy, but now it's almost becoming forefront. And it's really cool to see. And I looked at mine. I was at Best Buy yesterday, and there was no Quest available. Quest 2s, nothing. They were out of stock of everything. The last time I was there prior, there was still some Rift S's there, and those were all gone as well. So it was kind of cool to see stuff sold out. I was a little excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, they sell. I mean, these Quest 2s sell like crazy. And I mean, for $299, you know, it really is a great way to get into VR. And there's so many new people.
But I'm still surprised we didn't see any like bundles or anything. You know what I mean? Like,
well, there's game bundles. I mean, we do have game bundles.
No,
stuff,
I mean like included with the headset. Like, come on, like I just told you before the show, throw us the Climb. Like, how old is that game? The new one's coming out, was funded by Oculus. Like, give us the Climb free for somebody buying a headset. It's an amazing first-hand experience, literally. Like, and it makes climbing with your hands. It does.
They're about to come out with a second one anyway. Second one should be releasing pretty soon. It makes perfect sense. And I mean, you know, they're giving away Asgard's Wrath if that's still going on with the Quest 2 purchases, which is cool. But I mean, come on, give some games to people that are getting this thing as a gift. That you know, I mean, something cool. Give me something cool for these new people. I think, but luckily
when we bought our CV ones, what did we get? 6 games?
I don't know. We got Robo Recall.
6
that
games,
was with Touch. That was when you bought Touch because we had to buy Touch separately. Bundle, sure. Yeah. And I think
that was with an accessory, not even the headset. Like, come on, give us something, man.
Yeah. So hopefully, I mean, there's still time. They might still do something before the holiday season. I don't know. But I mean, there are a ton of stuff on sale. If you want to roll through some of that stuff, I mean, there's so many games. You got the, what do they call it? Steam's calling it the autumn sale this year, I think it is.
Well, the Steam's is autumn. They do the autumn, summer, fall.
So winter. They got their autumn sale going on, and then Oculus has Rift Store and Quest Store Black Friday sales going on. I'm not sure how much longer that's lasting. They still are on sale right now. But there's a ton of stuff. I mean, even from the Steam store, you know, you're looking at things like Boneworks being on sale, Half-Life Alyx, Star Wars Squadrons, $23, Phasmophobia, $12. Half-Life Alyx, $44, No Man's Sky, $30. I mean, games that like No Man's Sky and stuff are massive games that keep getting updates all the time.
I think Assetto Corsa was $3.99. The original Dirt was, what did I say it was, $6 or $5, which it goes on sale for that.
It's such a long list. Yeah, Assetto Corsa is $3.99. Boneworks, $23.99. I mean, some really good stuff.
2MD Football, $9.
Yeah. How much was Walking Dead Saints and Sinners?
$29, I think.
Or for free.
Oh, there you go. That's
so that is part of the sale. This is a Steam code, and excellent game. I mean, probably one of the best zombie games I would say out there. I mean, Arizona Sunshine still holds that special place in my heart because it was early and we spent so much time in there together. But I still hope for a co-op in Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Excellent game though. Excellent game. Hopefully somebody picks this up and you'll get a lot of good play time out of this one right here. So.
Grapple tournament, $12. Yeah, I mean that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean there's
so much hot
stuff.
Best deal. Super Hot is a staple, man. If you don't have Super Hot, please sign up for the giveaway if you don't want to buy it.
And that is a Quest. Super Hot cross buy? I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is. Yeah,
I think so. I have it on both, but I think I bought it actually again because I wanted to have it on the Quest when it released for it. So.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. I mean, there's just a Red Matter, $14.99. Whoops.
Apex Construct on Oculus is on sale, which is a great game again.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff on Oculus. I mean, the bad thing with Oculus is that one thing I still hate that they do is they don't show you the price after you own it. So like, there's so many things that I own.
You can do that now. So if you
go to the
gift
gift
friends,
yeah,
then it will show you now. Yeah, which is nice. I actually like that. Yeah. But I do hate that they say purchased already. Like,
and even the fitness packs.
They don't want you to see the sale prices because they don't want you to be pissed that you bought it for $40 and now it's $20. So
yeah. So they have the fitness pack that includes FitXR, Creed Rise to Glory, Sports Scramble, the Action Pack, Pistol Whip, Phantom Covert Ops, Trover.
$39. What is that? Isn't that $39? I think.
The Action Pack.
Yeah, I think the workout though. Yeah,
I don't know because I have a lot of the games, so it showed me weird stuff. But super hot virtual desktop. If you don't have virtual desktop, and you have
was that on sale too? I didn't notice that one.
That's on sale for I think
$15.99. Please pick it up. It's awesome. You have to do it. If you have a PC, please buy it.
Arizona Sunshine, $27. Thrill of the Fight. See, it's weird. It's showing me some prices on stuff, which I already own. Like, I own Thrill of the Fight on the Quest.
Some of the stuff that we could still own because it might be a beta that still works, maybe.
Maybe this one is showing me prices now. Maybe because I'm not logged in on the web browser.
Both action packs are $59, is what Doug Black said.
Yeah. Another one that's kind of cool and is cheap is Wander on the Oculus Quest. That's basically Google Earth, and it's on sale for $7.99. I was actually in that yesterday just playing around and I mean, it's not as good, I don't think, as Google Earth. It's a little bit more limited in some of the things you can do. Like, I don't think you can fly around like you can in Google Earth, like kind of go up and so you go off addresses and saved places and stuff. It's still a lot of fun. There's so much cool stuff that you can see in Google Earth. But
yeah, that's awesome. I love Google Earth, man. That's why I cannot wait, and we're going to talk about that for Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh man,
just for the visuals and some of the stuff they're bringing. I can't wait. I don't even know if you know this one, but it's not coming. They have updates they've talked about up to like 2 years away.
Oh really?
Which, whatever. We'll see. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I am excited for that one, but
I know. Yep. So what else? Have you been playing anything else lately? Is that about it?
What have I been playing?
One this week so far?
So Population 1, what all did I play? I don't know. I've played a bunch of stuff. Population 1, I played a little bit of FitXR, which is box VR. Played obviously some Star Wars stuff. I talked about that.
Oh, right.
I don't know. What else did I
play?
We
were going to have date night and play Walkabout mini golf. A great game too, by the way. Please pick that up as well.
Who's having date night?
My wife and I.
I thought you meant me and you. I was like, what? I didn't know about this. I was like, I had no idea about this.
But we ended up putting up all our Christmas. We celebrate Christmas, so we were putting up our Christmas decorations and stuff. So that got a little, carried away, and it gets snowballing, so we didn't get to. But South Memphis,
for that super chat. Thank you.
Cheers, man.
That's awesome.
Big, huge supporter. Appreciate that.
He's always
Cheers,
making it rain on us.
I know.
but another.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh, go ahead.
Another thing I've been doing is reading this book, Ready Player 2, that came out. Obviously, the sequel to Ready Player 1. And I'm not too far into it because if you don't know already, I'm in the middle of a master bathroom remodel right now. So on top of playing some VR and everything else, I've been doing that. So I haven't got as much time to read it as I want to. Plus, you kept me up really late a couple nights this week playing VR. And usually when I read, it's before I go to bed. So I'm probably about a quarter of the way through it or something like that. Sure. But so far, it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know that it's going to live up to the hype of the first one. I'm still getting into it. I'm only a quarter of the way through. I don't know. I mean, no spoilers, but and this isn't a spoiler because it literally happens within the first couple pages of the book. It's a lot about the brain interface computer, all of that kind of stuff, using VR through that kind of a medium of your body being in a dream state of,
which is awesome though.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is the future. We see everybody working on that kind of stuff. It still kind of freaks me out, and I don't know how to feel about it, but I do think it is going to be the future. But even in the book, I guess I don't want to get too much into it, but you got to worry about if your body's in a dream state and and you're almost unconscious and you're having this unconscious experience, your body is exposed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It gets weird. I mean, I'm looking forward to reading the rest of it. It is pretty good. So. Anthony Man Wexford, thank you. He didn't send any message either. Just sent he says hiya with a little the picture things don't show up here, that's pretty cool. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. Yeah.
So honestly, I think so far, I think Gary's book is so far a little bit better. Gary's book
ask you that.
kept me coming back to keep reading at the end of the chapter. He did a really good job of like cliffhangers and stuff, almost like you do with a TV show and stuff, you know, where you end that chapter and it's like, all right, I'm going to read one chapter, I'm going to go to bed. You get to the end of that chapter and you're like, what? I got to see what happens. Like, and you read another chapter. So Ready Player 2 for me hasn't done that so much yet. It kind of drags on a little bit in the beginning, giving you some backstory and stuff, which I guess is kind of necessary, but we'll see. We'll see if it picks up.
The only thing that made me nervous is, you know, Ernest Cline took 10 years to write the first one.
Yeah, a long time.
And, you know, wrote this one inside of a year, basically. So are we going to see, you know, a lot of trade-offs with that? But I hope not.
Possibly.
Right. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. And also on December 5th, he is going to be in Big Screen with the founder of Big Screen. They're going to be doing like a Q&A session in there on December 5th. So I think that's going to be kind of cool. I might try to make that. I can't remember. It's on a Saturday. December 5th is a Saturday.
Is it? Is it? Okay. Some of that stuff happens during the week and stuff, and it's so hard.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to find the time. It's because it's so it says December 5th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So that'd be like 8 o'clock our time, East Coast. So I might try to make that. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yep.
Just to hear about. And I still hope they make a second movie. And if you haven't read the book and you've only seen the movie, seriously, do yourself a favor, read the first book. It was way better than the movie. I mean, I loved the movie, but the movie left out so much information from the book and so much more story. So, but I love them both. I mean, I've probably watched that movie, I don't know, like 10 times at least. I have no idea. And I've read the book a couple times. So yeah, it's really good. Spiderweb
asked, you know, Microsoft Flight Sim for Quest 2 without PC. There will not be. I can promise you that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, there won't be without a PC. Though you can still stream it with Virtual Desktop.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be a good option if you. I mean, a gaming PC is going to be pretty crucial and a pretty stout one because this game is going to be hard to run on your basic gaming PC for sure.
The only thing with it, and I know I can't get into too much of it yet, is the controllers because you can't use your touch controllers. So that's another hurdle.
Into some Microsoft Flight Simulator now. We might as well.
Can we?
Sure.
Oh, it's so good. I love it, man. I'm so jacked.
We do have the release date and everything, the update that is coming out to enable the VR support because obviously Microsoft Flight Simulator is already out, but the date is somewhere in my notes. December 17th is the date that the update is supposed to come out.
For VR?
For VR Sport. That's what
I've heard the 23rd myself.
Really?
But I have. But I think it's still a little fuzzy with all of it. I don't think anyone knows. There's no official, I don't think. It's
here's December 22nd. The addition will be part of the Sim Update 2, which is dated for December. Oh, yeah, that is December 22nd. I read the wrong thing.
22nd, is that what it is?
Yeah. Okay. So there will be further details regarding VR implementation will be revealed during a feature discovery series published on the 17th of December. That's the date that I saw and jotted down. So we'll get more info about the VR Sport. So December 22nd is the date. Sorry.
I'm still hoping for hand tracking for controller tracking. I don't think we're going to see it. And that's
hand tracking or controller tracking?
Well, controller tracking. I'm sorry. Tracked controllers, not just, but using your hands inside the cockpit. I mean, we have this implemented already with VTOL and X-Plane, and it works amazingly well.
Yeah.
And now with the higher, visuals and headsets, it's even better yet. So I feel G2, like they need to get on board with this, man. Like, it's already amazing. An X-Plane in an Index, it's still amazing. So I have a real hard time now reverting back to gamepad, controller, keyboard, the HOTAS. I don't know. I feel like for VR, it's still a step backwards. And I like the flight stick idea, but I still want to interact with all the gauges. So if they don't
there's all the switches, buttons, there's so many things. Like,
exactly.
I mean, I played very little X-Plane because it's very difficult. But I mean, there's so many things you have to do, and you can interact with all of that stuff with the controllers, like you're saying. So I think that it does. I mean, how are they going to do all of that in Microsoft Flight Simulator with all the buttons and stuff with just a flight stick?
My dream, you'll still have to use a keyboard. I mean, you could bind some stuff, but
so it's going to be all keyboard button presses,
fine-tuning adjustments on it, and that's what I don't like. My dream would be to use my HOTAS and use my hands with no controllers to where you could reach out with hand tracking and actually manipulate the gauges. That is the full dream for flight sim for me.
Do you remember that thing we did a long time ago where somebody actually was doing something like that and they built all of the controls?
Oh, yeah,
and they matched it all up. So they were using like hand tracking. So when you had to flip a switch, there was actually like a panel there and you would actually physically flip a switch. And that, I mean, that has to be
so it wasn't hand tracking. It was object location based. So you could manipulate prior where your switches were exactly, or your boxes, or make them in Blender or however, and put them into the game. So when you reached out, they were just there.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, a good way of doing it, but it's not accessible for everybody. And that's the problem, you know? Nobody can do that. Nobody's going to sit there and make switchboards and stuff. And yes, you're going to get a couple, but I just feel like for that, hand tracking would be the ultimate. But it would be tough because you're really fine tuning it.
Right.
And I do like the controller base because for gauges, cheers Vitality, Vitally
Teslia.
There you go.
It's hard to see because my camera's right where that pops up, so I can't always see the name. It's hard.
So for me, I actually like the controllers because you can really fine tune them with X-Plane. Because when you reach out and you pull the trigger to grip a knob, you actually just rotate it. So all your buttons become this rotation based, and it works so good that I actually like the controller. So I don't know. To me, that would be the dream. Why can't we do it? X-Plane's been doing it for so long now and doing it great. So
I mean, I would prefer to have, because I don't like having to set other stuff up. You know, I don't like my mouse and keyboard trying to fumble around and find that in VR and everything else. Like that stuff just is a hindrance to me and makes me not want to play things sometimes. So that's gonna be it's just all that friction stuff of getting into the game, and that it just kind of bothers me. So I do really wish that would happen. I do think that in one of the Q&As they talked about that you will actually be able to do everything within VR now, like menu systems and stuff. So in the beta, you actually had to go into the browser or
like
into
Assetto Corsa.
Which that's another thing in Assetto Corsa that drives me crazy. Like I don't want to take my headset off once it's on. I want to be able to do all of the menu systems inside VR. It just makes way more sense, right? So that's excellent. That's really good news to hear for sure.
Yeah, so, I don't know why, you know, and the other one we have is Project Wingman coming again with the same situation without the controls or anything. And to me, it feels like these aren't just like, they're not fully immersed or developed in VR. I know you get these people who are true sim people who are used to using keyboards and stuff all the time. But look, put them in it. Let them try it. Give us the option to use controllers even, you know, and some people don't have controllers even. Some buy just a headset for simulators. And that's awesome. But come on, step up now. Like,
yeah, I agree.
How long have we had this and been adopted now?
I'm hoping at least for Microsoft Flight Simulator that will be a thing that gets added, because I know they have a lot of plans for future stuff, and both of these games, you know, they're going to have a flat version as well as a VR version. So they're not specifically built for VR.
So VR is X-Plane though, man. Like, come on,
that's true.
Step up. Like,
that's
just
true.
Kills me. It really does. And you know, to go to Flight Simulator, they are talking about doing updates, which an awesome one, a really fun one, I think for us too, would be helicopters. But they're talking about doing these in like 2022 and 2023. Like they're pushing these updates. So trains, I think, are pushed out to 2022 or
trains. They're going to do trains.
Yeah, they're talking about putting trains in to see stuff moving, you know, on the ground and stuff.
So you're going to be able to drive the train or just see them?
No, I don't think. Just visually. Yeah,
I was like, that'd be kind of cool too.
You know, you're going to see this stuff moving at ground level, which, again, this is stuff that, you know, X-Plane has done for a long time with traffic and stuff. So I don't know. I feel like X-Plane's pushing the boundaries. Like, could X-Plane come out with one and top all of this? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think with the Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm going to switch back to that, is the fact of all the real environments and the things that you get to fly, you know, that are real places and highly populated. You know, like in the trailer shows New York and Las Vegas, and being able to fly over your hometown and like that kind of stuff is what has me the most excited for this game, because you're much more of the flight sim, racing sim guy than I am. And but this has me excited because you can actually fly over real places, environments. I mean, it's almost like I was in Wander last night, you know, and it's basically Google Earth, and that's the whole fun of that game, is just seeing places, you know. And this, you get the fact that you get to fly and you're in a flight simulator, plus you get to go explore places. I mean, you can, and even places people find that are like awesome places to fly over, and they'll put it in the Discord, and then you get to go like, oh man, find the coordinates or whatever, and you go fly to that place and you check it out. Like that is, for me, what has me so excited about this game. Project Wingman has me excited because it's not as much of a sim flight, it's a lot more arcade, so that one's going to be easier for me to pick up and play than something like X-Plane. So I think they both have their place, and I'm excited for both in different ways.
To me, like Microsoft Flight Sim is more chill. Like I'm going to play that when I want to cruise, when I want to practice, flying a 737 or Cessna or something to its entirety.
Right.
Then Project Wingman is more, arcade style, fun shooter, get in for a shorter time. I feel like I'm going to lose myself in Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can spend, if you're literally taking a flight, across the states or, another country or whatever. I mean, I don't know how, because I've never played Microsoft Flight Simulator, any of my whole life, and not
the
this
old
new
ones?
one.
Oh man,
I don't think I ever have. And I've never played this one here. So when you start out, and I know you haven't played this one yet either. You're waiting for the VR support as well. But when you start out, I'm sure you can just pick which airport you want to take off from. So I mean, you could pick a spot closer to where you're at. But I'm sure people are going to want that experience of a long flight. And I'm sure people are going to spend 8 hours, sometimes 4 or 5 hours inside this game flying to a destination just for that experience. I mean, what was that? What was that stupid bus game? Desert Bus or whatever.
Oh, Desert Bus.
I mean, people would spend and I tried playing that, and it was like, how do people spend that much time in here? And so people are going to do it. It's going to be. I mean, it's going to be cool. And like we talked about, we want to do like a multiplayer session with a bunch of people from the Discord and do like a long flight and all fly together or however that's going to work. But I think it'll be really cool. But man.
So I just posted a link in the chat, actually. Somebody asked if we saw the, where is it? Let me read it, actually. Have we seen the magnetic flight for the chairs and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
But we actually did one a long time before any of these were out.
Yeah.
And I wish that would be my dream setup for this.
Right.
And it would just be so good to have those controllers in there. I think
you're actually the one that came up with that magnetic flight stick. We never saw it anywhere else until you posted it and stuff, and we both were like, I'm
like,
good.
How can we combine the best of both worlds? And I'm like, there has to be something. And I researched for weeks, I think, on that.
Yeah.
And finally came up with I bought multiple magnets and all kinds of stuff. Thought I was going to print something, and I found something even easier. So check that out.
ProTube came out with a thing called the ProTask, which also works very similar. But the thing I like about the ball mount is that you can actually place the stick in a position and it'll stay there. Whereas the ProTask always snaps to center. You have to hold it where you want it to go. It doesn't stay. But both are pretty cool solutions. But I think that would have me much more excited, I think, for this than using a flight stick or mouse and keyboard. That's a little bit. I mean, can we use gamepad? We can use gamepad, right?
Yeah, you can. Okay. In both of them, I think. Yeah. I was trying to think
that'll probably. I mean, I have no desire whatsoever to use mouse and keyboard in a game like this. So gamepad will probably be my go-to if that's the case. But. So Steve XM said, isn't 99% of flying a plane automated? Long flights would probably be boring. And
depends on what you're flying.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, a little Cessna and stuff isn't going to be automated, but and part of it for me is the experience of the social aspect of being in there with other people, and so that's the fun part to me. But
I like flying places that are local. So like airports, I like to hop from one to another. And I like to get very involved in flying like flight patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
I might go a little too overboard.
Yeah.
But I also like going places that are exotic and gorgeous. And now with all these, buildings and textures and stuff in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's like, I can't wait to do all this. London, I can't wait to fly all these places.
Cool. I really just want to ride with somebody. I don't even want to fly. I just want to go. I just want to go on tours. Rush Reality said, Flight Sim is just so hard to run. I'm dreading seeing the performance in VR. And that will be something we'll have to wait. I mean, I know there's been people in the beta, so I don't know how that has been from them. I know it's always mixed, and he's talking about 3090s getting 40 frames per second, but there's an issue with the 3090s in VR as well that I've heard. There's some driver issues still that they're not performing. Yeah, they're not performing the way that they should be for as beast of a card that they are. So I'm sure that'll get ironed out, some of that, and I don't know all the technicalities about all that right now, but I know I've read some stuff about them. So
I know. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be top end. I mean, you're going to have a top end PC to run these.
The best for sure.
That's how it's always been for these games, basically. I mean, they're always pushing the limit, and then they last for 10 years, basically.
Yeah.
So, and that's why we're seeing them talking about updates for 2023. It's like that seems so far out, but that's their roadmap for the game. So I get it. But.
And Project Wingman is also, that's coming up 2021 as well, right? I forget the exact date. I know that's coming up.
No, it's coming sooner than that.
December 1st. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's on the horizon.
That's December 1st. Yeah, that's right. There's so many dates and games, I can't remember all of them.
I'm actually more just because of the date on it. You know, I was really excited to get my G2 and get Microsoft Flight Simulator and play it in VR. Yeah. I was so amped for that, and that was like my dream setup to try in, and we didn't get that, which was really disappointing.
Yeah, I thought it would be right away, but
it was very disappointing for me. And I know they tried to get people in the beta shortly after and all that stuff, and it was just, I don't know. It was kind of frustrating to me. So I'm actually more excited now to play Project Wingman in my G2 than I am for Microsoft Flight Simulator because it's sooner. So I don't know. It might take the win for me. And visually, it just looks beautiful.
Yeah, the trailer looks
combat
awesome.
And the explosions, the night, the ground stuff, everything looks gorgeous. The particle effects with the smoke and the clouds just looks amazing. So I really can't wait to get my hands on it. I really can't.
For sure.
Cheers to them. Yeah, I'm glad the VR support, but it's too bad it's going to be keyboard, hostess, gamepad. I don't know. But
I don't know. But
give us controllers.
More flight
Purple
stuff.
Space Program.
More flight stuff. We're not done with flight stuff yet. This is.
Wait.
1976 back to Midway.
So just quick before Steve XM made a comment, I wish Kerbal Space Program would make a VR edition. One of the guys from Kerbal Space Program is making a VR-ish game. It was going to be strictly VR.
Right.
Now it's flat with VR added to it, but it's with RC planes and stuff.
Yeah,
looks amazing. He says he's still doing. I've talked to him. He said still VR coming. So
hopefully.
So
this is 1976 back to Midway. They're saying that this game is set to feature story mode, which comprises 63 missions across 16 levels, offers 5 hours of gameplay, more than 200 upgrades you'll be able to do to strengthen your aircraft. And the game is said, what did they say? You're supposed to be traveling back in time to 1943, discover a new level of immersion and specularity while retaining the original essence and fun of kind of like a arcade side scroller kind of a game, right?
I think it's awesome, man. I played this game. I remember playing this in arcades.
Yeah.
I think it's super cool. I love the concept of bringing stuff back. And I hope they implement it the right way. I haven't played this yet, but I hope they implement it correctly. Like I've said, is I want to feel like I'm a little bit like Pixel Ripped has done. Like you're being absorbed into the old game.
The arcade,
like,
into the cabinet almost.
And I, from what I've seen, like with this, I think that's what they're doing. So I'm really glad to see that.
And this is being done with track controllers, right?
I don't know that. I don't know 100% on that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
I really hope so. I think so too. But I'm super pumped for anything retro like this too. Ecstasy, cheers.
Do you think it's worth getting an Index in 2020? I do. I still think. I still think the Index is probably. It's probably still the top end. I mean, the problem with the Index is the price tag. You're spending $1,000 when you can get other really good experiences for less. But I still think it's a great headset. I don't know. I mean, I still love my Index. I don't know.
They all have their pros and cons. I think you're still getting the premium headset with the widest good field of view that's available and great headphones. I'm not sold on the controller, so that's my downfall, but everything else works flawlessly from software, so tracking wise. So you do have to have cameras, so that's a hard thing too. If you have a room where you can't locate two cameras, then
put them
maybe
on a wall
not.
Or a stand or
so
something like that.
They all have pros and cons, but yes, it is still definitely worth getting the headset in 2020.
I mean, it's a great. I mean, it's a great all-around headset. It works good for pretty much anything you want to do. And visual-wise, I mean, it's still great visuals. And like you said, it's a wider field of view, but it's not as high-end of visuals as you're going to get out of a G2 or something like that. But I don't know. It's still a great headset. I mean, I don't know. To me, if you had to own 3 headsets, it would be the Index, the G2, and an Oculus Quest 2. If you ask me, I mean, those are the 3 main players right now. I think in the VR space, those are the only 3 I would be looking at. If I was debating, and then I think from there you look at what type of place you have, what type of gamer you are, what types of things you want to do with it. If you want to share it with people and take it places, there's a lot of things in between. But honestly, running the Quest 2 with Link and a good PC and cranking up the settings it looks pretty dang good. Honestly, I mean, it's The Quest 2 is an impressive
wireless now.
The Quest 2 is such an impressive headset for the price tag. It really is. I mean, the only real downside to the Quest 2 is mainly all the Facebook crap. You know what I mean? Yep. Other than that, it's a great headset. But
I think if money's no object, it's hard to not recommend an Index.
Yeah, I agree.
It's hard to not. Except I'm still not sold on the controllers, man. I still have a frustration with the controllers. Yeah. Though I still, with the G2, have a frustration with tracking. So I'm, like very torn between the two. Yeah,
for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Anthony would disagree.
Yeah, I know he had a controller
not like
issue.
the Index, man. I know.
Yeah. Well, he didn't like the visuals because there is some glare, and some people notice it more than others. I don't ever really notice it in game. I've noticed it in some menu stuff and some other random things, but in game, I've never noticed it. He's recently had a problem with his controller, but he's outside of warranty, and they don't fix anything. So they basically just told him, you need to buy another controller, and you can't buy a single one, so you got to buy them in a set, and they're not always available, and they're like what, $300? So yeah, I mean, it's
even higher.
They've had a lot of issues with the controllers, thumbstick problems, and I've been lucky on my Index. I really have. And you've been pretty lucky on yours, other than when you smashed it. And that was your fault.
Both controllers, both, because one had click gate, one was smashed from dropping.
But you were still within the warranty period there as well. So when you're in the warranty period, it was less than a year. Yeah, it was less than a year.
Okay. Yeah.
So but yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I know it's hard. Yep. Cheers, Mextasy. Judge Dredd, which we can take some questions from chat. We actually haven't done that.
I just want to talk about this game. Back to Midway. This is coming out December 10th. Before we get completely off of this, so this one is coming here pretty soon.
So many games, man. From right now to Christmas, you freaking better get your wallets ready.
I was surprised there wasn't any big release for Quest store this week. I was expecting something, something kind of big, the Climb 2 or Jurassic Park or something, you know what I mean? Something to come out this week, but I
think a lot are going to be released. Wait now till just before Christmas. We're getting that December release date with everybody getting headsets. They want to ride that hype wagon, you know what I mean? All the way up through the holiday. So new people getting headsets, getting stuff for Christmas. Now you can gift stuff, which is even easier yet. So
what was the question you were wanting to take? I didn't see it.
What do you guys think of Wi-Fi 6 from Judge Dredd? Which cheers, good seeing you, man.
Yeah, there was some discussion in our Discord about that a little bit. I was reading through some of that, and if you haven't joined the Discord, that's a great place to ask questions or talk to people.
I think Wi-Fi 6 is not necessary at the moment. I think you can do just as good on, Wi-Fi 5 essentially on a good router. There's not huge gains going to Wi-Fi 6. I think we'll see it maybe in the future.
I think so too.
So, if I was looking in the market for one, I would buy Wi-Fi 6. But if you have a really strong router, I run a Nighthawk that I love. Like, I forget what it is, an AC. It's not an AX. It's an AC 2400 or something like that. Great router. Love it. So I have no problems with it. But if you're buying one, buy Wi-Fi 6. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, even me, I don't have the greatest router either, and I've had some pretty good experiences with virtual desktops, and it gets better. The recent update cut off 10 milliseconds of latency just in that last update, so it keeps getting better and better, and you're going to continue to see that, I think, as things improve and as Wi-Fi 6 stuff gets more widely adopted, and I think it's going to keep improving. But if you have a really good router now, I mean, try it. If you haven't tried it, try what you have now and just see what the experience is, because I was actually really surprised for my setup. I just have a router that came from the company that I get the internet from. And I had when I first loaded up virtual desktop streaming to the Quest, I don't remember what the first thing was I went into, but I thought something was wrong, and I still had a cable connected because it was so good.
The only thing with yours is, they're supplying you with such high bandwidth that they have to give you a wireless router that can at least handle partial.
Yeah, I mean, this router I'm sure isn't terrible, but it's not like what you're talking about, a Nighthawk or stuff like that.
But what's your bandwidth? Are you like 1 terab? What are you?
A gig. I'm a gig
speed.
You're
at a gig.
Yeah, I'm a gig speed. Yeah.
So they have to give you a router that can handle at least what they're partially giving you. So
I mean, it's really good. I mean, and the thing is with the Quest 2 and stuff, is playing wireless games, whether it be wirelessly PC VR or games like Population 1 just on the headset. I mean, I've gotten, I've used the Quest 2 more probably now than I ever even used the Quest 1. I was still mainly always PC VR with the Quest 1. With Population 1 on the Quest 2, I play that all the time just on the Quest 2. And I've gotten very used to being wireless, and it's annoying to go back to that wire. Yeah. I mean, for a long time, I was so used to playing with a wire. I was like, wireless is going to be awesome and it's going to be the future, but I'm okay with having the wire. Now I'm starting to be like, yeah, that wire is super annoying. Get it out of here.
I know. Once you get used to it, it's hard to go back. It really is. And it is the way of the future. It's where it needs to go.
Yeah.
I think any big time headset that wants to be around for a long time has to be wireless from here on out, or have an adapter.
Right.
I mean, sell an adapter that makes it more expensive. That's fine. I don't care. But
Conrad Lawrence asks, have you tried Minecraft VR through the Windows Mixed Reality portal? I have not done that. I've played Minecraft VR on the Rift, though. It was on the Rift store back in the day. We played that together. I haven't played it through the Windows Mixed Reality portal. I actually haven't played, I don't think, anything through the Windows Mixed Reality portal, to be honest. I just bypass that thing.
I played Halo.
Yeah, you did the Halo thing. I have done that. I have done that. That was
cool. That was so good. That made some dreams come true there.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, the warthog comes rolling up, slides right in, honks the horn right at the end. I'm like, I just want to get in it.
Brings them feels.
Sure. It's so good. So good.
I want to talk a little bit about RU77. And this was something we talked about a while ago. This is from Mirrorwind VR. These are the same people that did Boiling Steel. They did like Bullet Stories or something like that.
Yeah, there was another one.
Yeah, Boiling Steel was actually a really good game. I feel like that was a pretty underrated game that a lot of people don't really talk about, which they did a really good job on that game. And this one is looking pretty interesting. We talked about this before. There's some more footage that kind of came out. We kind of jumbled some of the footage together to just kind of show a little bit about it. Me Waters.
Cheers.
Thank you. Yeah, that is awesome.
Cheers. Appreciate that.
She's awesome. I need to go fishing with her again. That's fun.
Right? So I think the art of this game, the style, is amazing. I love this. That makes me want to play this game so bad.
It's definitely kind of like that comic book. I don't even know how to explain the art style because it's kind of a little bit of a wild art style, but it's set. So it's supposed to be set in Russia, post-Soviet period, reimagined 90s, basically. Yep. So they're saying shooter mechanics and dynamic gameplay based mainly on the reactive gameplay. Players will be given the opportunity to fight with criminal structures in the setting of post-Soviet futurism, listening to their favorite music. So there's definitely going to be some emphasis on music that is implemented into the game.
Yep.
I think it's kind of cool.
I do too. I love this. It's awesome. I love all the pop-up stuff, the smoke, how it's very flat, but depth to it. You know what I mean? Like that's not, so cool to see stuff different like that.
Yeah, and they're talking about first quarter 2021 release is what they're talking about. And this is, as far as I know, this is going to be on Steam. I don't know about the Oculus Store, probably not the Quest. I think this would be cool to get on the Quest. I think that with Quest 2, it makes so many things more possible than what was originally possible. But I think this is really neat looking. I definitely want to check this out. You know, the cyberpunk kind of world is an awesome thing to experience in VR, which I need to go back in Lo-Fi. They've done so many updates in that, and I haven't been back in a little while. That game is so good. I was actually just watching a video today that the people that did some of the mixed reality trailers for like Tarzan and stuff like that, they actually made a short film, like a 15-minute short film using VR and using Live to do it. And they did it all kind of in Live. It was a little bit corny, but it was kind of cool to watch. It's worth checking out for like 15 minutes. But they used Lo-Fi, so they were inside Lo-Fi. They were inside Richie's Plank Experience, and I'm trying to think of what the first one is that they went into, and I can't think of what it was now. Awesome. I don't remember, but that was pretty cool. I checked that out this morning. I was like the first thing I watched when I rolled out of bed this morning. I saw that. I was like, what is this? And so that's kind of cool. But
I really want to play this though. Bad.
I am looking forward to this. Hopefully first quarter 2021 they can stick with that, because I mean, we talked about this. It's been probably a couple months back when they first started putting some stuff out, teasing. Oh, it was Microsoft Flight Simulator. That was the first game they went into. So it was done by Splitverse. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool little thing. But it made me think of that because
Nick in chat just called it. Yeah, Flight Simulator. Yep.
That was kind of cool.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, but this looks good. There's not much info known about it. There's just some little trailer clips and stuff they've shown and given, a little bit of detail about it. But the weapons and stuff, I mean, there's all kinds of different weapons. In the beginning, of this video that we put together, there's like some super powerful gloves that kind of remind me like this here, like a Hulk kind of things where you're just smashing people. Yep. We saw chainsaw, guns. I mean, just all kinds of different weaponry, and it's just, I don't know. It looks cool. I mean, It obviously has some vodka stuff in the game there that shows smoking a cigar here and drinking vodka, and it kind of changes the dynamic of the game. And it's I mean, he just chugged a bottle of vodka, like no joke, a whole bottle just down like instantly. Like,
I hate when that happens.
You know you're a true Russian when you can do that, because there ain't no way I'm doing that.
I'm German. I got to stick to beer, man. Sorry.
I don't know. I'm a hodgepodge of stuff.
You're not Irish? Come on, man. Come on. We all know.
What would make
Irish.
You think that?
Yeah, right.
What would give you that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, so this looks good. I'm excited about this. Hopefully more info. We'll share it as we know it. More stuff that comes out. Let's talk about some deals. You want to get into some deals? We can get back in a couple game stuff here, but there's a ton of Black Friday deal stuff going on. One thing that I think is really cool is the engineered AF headphones. These are the clip-on headphones that I've been using for a couple weeks now, and they have not left my Quest since I've put them on. I love these things. And these are using the drivers from the CV1, same drivers, same speakers, excellent bass. The bass level is very good on these, very comfortable. And right now, if you go to the website, link in the description, if you use code, I think RenderedReality10, all lowercase, all one word, you get 10% off your order. So that is pretty cool. Huge shout out to him. He makes these things by order. So he stopped orders for a while because he was so far behind. He's taking orders again now. He said it takes about 5 days before they'll ship out for him making these things. So
they're awesome. I don't have them, and I'm on this fence right now, like with this 10% off too. I'm like, I really should just get these now, but I love these headphones. I typically use these, but man, is it hard when you want somebody else to use them, you know? Oh yeah, right. Oh my gosh, you're a disaster. What else did you have in that coffee today?
I can't tell you, but I love these things, and they also flip out too. So they'll flip out and they'll stay flipped out. I love these things. I've been using them seriously all the time.
I need to just get them. I need to. I know. Really I have them in a cart. They're already in my cart.
Yeah, so. They're really good. So I don't know how long the 10% discount is going to last. If you're interested in them, make sure you check that out. I'm guessing they're going to work on everything. All the code should work on everything, not just the Quest 2, I believe. I don't know for sure, but here's the website here.
Good point, actually.
Yeah, because they make them in black, for the regular Quest, the Rift S as well. These are the white ones for the Quest 2. Build quality, at least on mine, is really, really good. I mean, the print quality and stuff is excellent on them. I've been extremely happy with them. So, yeah.
So cool. I know. Yep. Yeah, I know. I need to. I have too many things I keep getting for other things. I know. There's so many things in front of me. I know. It gets a little out of hand.
Another thing here, let me see, VR cover. So VR cover, obviously their Quest 2 stuff sells out so quick, but they have this new winter edition, and I even think it's sold out already. They sell out like instantly, but the winter edition for the Quest 2 is a red facial interface with it's kind of like a whitish gray. It's not really white. It's not really gray. Yeah, it kind of matches.
It matches the headset pretty darn close. Yeah, and again, you would be fooled to not. I mean, look at the color. It's spot on.
I think it's pretty cool, actually. I really do. And it looks excellent with the Mamut, the red DX scripts and stuff.
That's what I was telling you, man.
Oh, man, it looks so cool together.
I love these together. Yeah. Like, they look so good together.
Yeah, and it's really no different from the regular facial interface for the Quest, the one that, was already out in the black and stuff. It just kind of gives it a cool look, and I really like this. I think my wife is stealing this one. That's actually her headset I'm playing on right there, because mine has the headphones on. Don't tell her I was on her.
Right. She'll kill you.
Don't tell her I was on her Quest. So she actually took her old one back to Ohio for.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Stuff. Yeah, sure. So I think she's gonna leave that one there. But
these are so good. We literally only recommend these because we freaking love them too.
Yeah, those are the pleather ones, hands down. I mean, we've been using the pleather stuff on headsets since CV1. I remember we first ordered that, and we were like, "Holy crap, this is so much better." Yeah, I mean, it's just so much more comfortable. It's almost like a memory foam kind of feeling on your face. If you're new to VR, I mean, it's really going to help comfort. And I know a lot of people have been having fogging issues, and when I've been running the regular facial interface from VR Cover on my Quest 2 for a long time, and I haven't had any fogging issues at all.
I've still heard of some people with them having fogging issues when they first got them, which I didn't really understand. But
I don't run the nose flaps though either. It comes with silicone nose flaps, so it blocks out the light, but I take those out because I like to be able to peek down at my phone and stuff, and that also helps increase the flow. They have a little bit of venting at the top, and it just helps some flow through the headset and keep some stuff off of the lenses.
So what do you think about these? The silicones?
Those are great too. I don't run the silicone very often unless like I have people over or something. You can put that on your regular facial interface and you pop that on there, and that's just easier to wipe down. Like I don't really let people use my VR cover really when if people are here or something, I'll pop that one on. That way, it can be cleaned or whatever, wiped down afterwards, and then I pop my pleather one back on after. It's, that's just for me. But
Chris9989 in chat said, is there a concern with the white staining over time?
Maybe.
And I would say probably not. I mean, my original VR cover for my CV1, which I have hundreds, probably thousands of hours on, has no deterioration almost whatsoever. So I mean, for me, I wouldn't think it would stain too bad. Mine looks brand new still on my CV1 So I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
but it's
think
not white,
it may.
It's not white, but I mean, it's like a leather, so I would think, I mean, I would think it'd be pretty easily cleaned, but I don't know over time. It's going to be, I mean, we'll let you know. We haven't had them long enough to play with them enough to see if they're starting to get stained. I mean, even my Quest, I mean, I have like fingerprints on it sometimes where I take it on and off, and the white is definitely harder to keep clean, I would think, than the black, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. They do have, which was kind of cool, which came in the last one, were these hygiene ones. Have you seen those?
Yeah, those are just like the little disposable ones, right?
Yeah, they're disposable, and they're literally called like hygiene ones, I think, right?
Yeah, it's like medical,
disposable hygiene covers. Yeah, which is a cool concept.
Yeah. The problem with the Quest 2 stuff is that it all sells out like instantly. Like I don't even think you can buy any of this stuff right now. Man. They're working super hard to try to keep this stuff in stock, but Quest 2 demand is so high for this stuff right now. It's crazy. So I think you can still buy the lens cover, which it works really well for traveling and stuff. I think that's still available, but other than that, I don't think there's much of anything. But if you're not running a Quest 2 and you're interested in some of their other stuff, they have a bunch of Black Friday sales going on for other things, just not the Quest 2 stuff, because obviously it's not, they can't even keep it in stock. So, but I mean, like if my wife ran this on her first Quest all the time. She had a facial interface and then the back cover. Yeah, this helped comfort big time, and this should no, it wouldn't. I mean, I was gonna say it should work on the Quest 2, but it wouldn't on the regular strap. But facial interface. This is the V2 version for the Quest 2 on sale. 20% off on a lot of this stuff. Valve Index facial interface, 20% off, which is what I run on my Index all the time. 40% off. What is it? CV1. Yeah, that's Oculus Rift CV1. So people that are, I mean, there's still some people running those. Vive Pro stuff, 20% off. So almost
the rear
everything.
Ones are amazing. I need
to get one of those for my
Quest,
deluxe audio strap. Although I haven't been running that much lately, but
true. I don't know. I find that okay though. I find that comfortable though.
Yeah.
The deluxe audio strap without one.
But I haven't used one of these on the deluxe audio strap. I imagine that's
true.
Even,
true.
Yeah, right. So that, I mean, if if you're not running a Quest 2, if you're looking for other stuff, make sure you check out VR Cover. What does it say this ends? Offer available to Thursday the 26th of November through Monday December 1st. So if you're on the fence, that's almost over. So make sure you
honestly, Quest 2 stuff, if you see it and you're debating it, buy it, because everything is going to be selling out from here to Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be quick. If this stuff pops back in stock, you got to buy it like right now, because it does not last. So Rizzle Rock, man. He said that's for your Engineer AF headphone phone.
I really should. I really
awesome.
should, because
I love them.
It's so hard to not like show somebody with the built-in earphones. I just feel like it's tingy. It's just not quality.
Yeah,
and all my family,
the bass is way better with these headphones in the built-in.
So we're limited to how many people we can have. So my parents and my wife's came over for Thanksgiving, right? And I put some people in the new headset, and I think my mom was screaming. I put her on like a roller coaster, and she was screaming, but it was without true headphones and using the built-in audio. And I'm just like, I don't know. I had it cranked up to try and block out some of the noise of everybody, but I don't know. It's just lackluster. You know what I mean? It's just not, I don't know. It's just not great. Back to life. Cheers.
Yeah. I mean, I really do recommend them. The sound quality is awesome. I mean, they're better. The sound quality in these, I feel, are better than the deluxe audio strap. It's got just a little bit more bass, and I feel it just sounds a little bit more full than the audio on the deluxe audio strap. It's still good audio, but I mean, I definitely recommend these things. I don't know.
It's the ease. It's the ease of use. It's the ease of getting in and not having to put something else on. And I understand that. But see, when I get in, I go in hard. I'm in for 3 hours, 4 hours,
Me
5
too,
hours.
but those are great. Like, they work great for that long. I mean, we played for 5 or 6 hours in Population 1 on like Monday night or something like that. And I ran those things the whole time. And headphones, I am very picky about headphones, because they just hurt my ears. And those, like, they don't put a ton of pressure on your ears. Yeah, but those, I don't even like those. Like I get too hot. I have something completely over my head. I have a headset on my face. I get too overheated. I don't want, index style audio to me is still the best. I wish everything had that, but
I agree.
But these are great headphones, honestly.
Yep.
So
I know.
Another great sale that is going on right now is Mamut. They are having a sale. So what you see here is the Mamut Apto 2.0 gun stock, and this is with the DX grips for the controllers, where they are like an index style, where they hold your hand, super strong magnets, they lock on. I love these things, especially for a gun stock. And right now they're including these. They're including these and the Halo rings with the Mamut Apto 2.0, as well as all of the other cups for all the different controllers. So,
which is amazing. Which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
Mad Wookie.
Mad Wookie.
Cheers.
He just said M. I don't know what M means, but
M for multiplayer.
Yes, that's absolutely, I love multiplayer. But yeah, so if you've been on the fence for one of these gun stocks, honestly, now is the best time to pick it up. And these cups will work with the Quest 2, they work with Quest 1, they work with Rift S. They also work with the G2. They work pretty well with the G2. Yeah, you need to get some longer Velcro and stuff. The Velcro is a little short, but it still works. I've been using mine with the G2, which has actually helped my tracking, I think. So if you're on the fence, pick this up before the sale ends. I don't know how long the sale goes on. This is
my favorite VR accessory, though. Hands down, my absolute favorite. It does take some time to set it all up. You know what I mean? It takes some time to dial it in, but once you do it and get used to it, it's incredible.
And Contractors is coming out, I think like next week or the week after or whatever.
I think it might have been Judge Dredd. Somebody said, let's have a release game or a party get together for Contractors coming out, which
depending on what day that is.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
We've been trying to stream on Thursdays some gameplay, so if nothing else, we'll definitely do it on Thursday. I don't know what game. It probably comes out on a Thursday on the Quest store, I would imagine. So that should work out pretty good. But yeah, this is in Contractors. That gun stock is so good because of the gun stock calibration. And like Tyler said, take some time to set it up because it can be frustrating right off the bat. The first time I ever used a gun stock, I got frustrated and I was like, how does anybody use this thing? You just have to keep practicing. You have to tweak it all to where it feels comfortable to you and it lines up. It just takes some time. Don't get frustrated. But once you get the hang of it, playing a game like Contractors with a gun stock is so good. And the one that is available now isn't this red and carbon color. It's actually the stealth version.
The black.
So,
do you have the page up or the picture up for it? Because, man. That I really want to buy another one now just to have the black. Like, it's that good. Yeah, and I love the red, though, because now with the Quest, it looks sick. Yeah, especially with red and white and the carbon and stuff. But,
so this is the black. It's kind of hard to see in this picture because of the black smoke background. But, yeah, it's
to the right.
It's all black. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
so all of the components and everything are black with the carbon fiber tube. So hopefully they still offer the red one down the road too. I really like the red.
I agree.
So, but I mean, this is so highly customizable. So many adjustments you can make. It's insane.
It is. I know. And this probably, I'm assuming, does it still come with all the other mounts as well?
Yeah. So it's still the Apto 2.0 as far as I know. The universal gun stock comes with all of the different cups. It works with index. It works with everything. CV1, 5.1s.
Moto 13,000 said no issues with tracking when aiming down the sights on the Quest 2 with the Mamut, and no issues. No. I mean, I haven't had any issues.
Even with the G2, I mean, both of them, I haven't had. I've had good tracking with both of those in a gun stock. Honestly, I haven't noticed anything weird. I mean, that's really good. And
especially you can kind of introduce a little offset to them too by just cracking them to the side. A little bit.
And I do have mine set up that way. I always run them that way a little bit. So that might help me. But I personally haven't had any issues. I can't speak for everyone. A lot of it is depending on lighting and stuff like that with the Reverb G2 and stuff. But I've had really good luck.
So Dave Curry said better than the mag tube?
The mag tube is great too. I have the mag tube and I actually got the cups for the Quest 2 and I need to try those out. I haven't used them yet. They're a little bit more difficult to put in because you take the cover off and it has like this sticky thing that loops over and it's kind of weird. My main complaint, honestly, with the Pro Tube stuff is just the way that some of their stuff mounts up. Like for the index, one of the main reasons I switched to the Mamut was for the index because they have mounts that just use thumb screws, whereas the Pro Tube has zip ties that holds. Yeah, and I just hated that. Like I didn't want to leave it on there all the time. I want to be able to take it on and off. The zip ties just it turned me off from the Pro Tube, but it's a great gun stock too. I mean, it really is. I have one. I used it for a long time, and I'm still going to use it because I want to test out the Quest 2 with that. And we'll get into some Pro Tube stuff because they have some stuff going on sale too.
The Apto's too customizable though, man. You can change the rotation for the index, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's so tweakable.
I know. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not as solid. I feel it is. I don't know if some people, depending on how they set it up, don't put angles on things and don't make it rigid enough.
I think maybe the Pro Tube has just a little bit less flex in it than the Mamut. Not much, but a little bit. But the Pro Tube is all 3D printed parts. They have metal tubes instead of like the plastic carbon fiber tubes. But all the pieces are all 3D printed, and whereas the Mamut is all injection molded stuff. So the Mamut has other stuff going on sale as well. DX grips are on sale. The Halo rings are on sale. You can get a bipod, all kinds of stuff.
Steve XM said, buy the Mamut DX grips. They are freaking amazing. You have to have these. I could not play Pop 1 without these freaking grips. There's no way I would want to.
I still can, but the thing with the DX grips is that for smaller hands, it is a little bit harder to reach the top button sometimes, whereas the regular Mamut grips, like you talked about before, moves your hand up a little bit. Those are what I have on my wife's, is the original Mamut grips. But I mean, I love that gun stock setup. I just love it for the Quest 2 or the G2. It's a great gun stock setup for sure. So let's get into what we got going on with Pro Tube, because they also are running some sales. Let me switch back here. I'm
glad to see all these sales now. Early in VR, we didn't really see sales with places because I don't think it was big enough.
Not so much accessories,
Yeah, not even accessories. So
so Pro Tube has their gun stocks. Yeah, the prices are weird though because it doesn't show it in dollar. It shows it in euro. Pounds, yeah. So they have the force tube, so the haptic gun stock. So that's like from this is £100 off, which is a pretty big savings. Which those things are I still am interested in those things, but they're expensive. And that's for the full gun stock with the force tube. The regular force tube itself isn't as big of a savings, but that's
okay. I don't get the tripod, man. Why the tripod?
I don't know either. I mean, the only thing I can think of is if you're going prone, because you're not going to have a desk standing in front of you or a table where you would put it on to mount it on, right? Because that's going to get in your way. I've never used a tripod. Never used a tripod for my gun stock, so I don't know that. Yeah, but if somebody likes to go prone a lot, then that makes sense. If you go prone a lot, then maybe that would work good for you. Somebody let us know, because I've never used a tripod or a bipod, whatever they're called. Yeah, so they also have the Protoss on sale, the Mag starter kit, which is basically just no butt stock, just a tube with two mounts. I mean, they got all kinds of stuff going on sale over there, so pretty cool. Carbon cups are on sale. Colored tubes.
Their stuff's a little bit more bulky too. I don't know. I'm torn between
the cups and
both,
stuff a little bit. The Pro straps are on sale, $16. I have those sitting around here somewhere. They're not
expensive stuff, but I get it. They're trying to be high end. They're trying to be top of the line. So I understand that.
Yeah. I mean, they make good stuff. I mean, they do. I mean, they really do make good stuff. I mean, all of them. I mean, all the stuff that we talked about, VR cover, Mamut, Pro Tube, all of this stuff is, to me, pretty high-end stuff. It's not cheap, but it's good material stuff. I mean, I've had...
Dave Curry said got the mag tube with bipod, so hopefully works good with onward for sniping. And I agree. I think it would work.
Yeah. How are you going to use that though? If you can say in chat, is that going to be prone? Yeah, because that's the only thing I can think of.
People lay down. I mean, but I don't know. I don't move. I move too much.
I mean, I crouch and stuff, but I mean, it would be cool. I think immersion factor. It would be cool if you come up to a box, in contractors, and you can set your bipod on there. But then you have to have a physical item that could potentially cause issues in your play space. And it would never be where you want it to be all the time. It'd just be, I don't know, that would be kind of weird. And Ron Sanchez said PVC pipe. I know a lot of people, in comments to some of the videos, said these gun stocks are too expensive, and they are pricey. I mean, they're not cheap, and there are a lot of other options. People have made plenty of gun stocks out of PVC pipe and had really good results for it. You 3D printed one for my cousin and used magnets and everything on a 3D print gun stock, which worked really well for him. I think he still has that one. So
they work great. Yeah. I mean, he made one, I think, out of pipe and stuff originally.
Yeah.
And formed cups with duct tape and some cups he had. I mean, you can make one just to try, though what happens is they become too flimsy, typically. Yeah. But I mean, you could really, really do it up. I mean, for sure.
And the great thing about the gun stocks that you buy is just the customizability of how you can tweak it, move it, flex it,
between
turn
games
it. Yeah. I mean, the good thing about this for me is that I can run this with the Quest 2 and the G2, same cups, no changing. because if I go to the index, I totally have to change the whole gun stock setup around, and it doesn't work the way I have it set it up. But it works great for going between the G2 and the Quest 2. So I can't wait for contractors.
Factory Life said I made one with paper towel rolls and electrical tape, and I think that's what he did. I think he used paper towel rolls too.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff, and people have good results. I mean, a gun stock is all about muscle memory. That's the main factor of a gun stock. If you can get that muscle memory down, that is where it starts to become good. Before the muscle memory comes into play, it's hard to use. Yeah, you just have to get used to that.
So if you guys do have a picture of your DIY gun stocks, please post them over on our Discord.
A gun stock
link is in the description. We do. I would love to see, because there's some sick DIY ones.
I also want to see some gameplay of somebody using the bipod in a game.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to see that because I have never used it. I don't know that it would benefit me at all, but I think it's kind of cool. Right. And I have played around with also, I want to get another cup to mount to this because I want a third position. So for like submachine guns and stuff like that, like a smaller gun, I want to have another spot to be able to snap my controller to.
I still think like a spring-loaded slide for shotguns would be so sick.
Like where you could, I've said that before. You could lock it into place, and then you could unlock it to slide it back and forth, like reloading pump shotguns.
Not even unlocked. Awesome. Like if it just had like a spring-loaded slide, so you would stick it in your magnet, and then it would just spring back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when you're not using a shotgun, it would stay there because shotguns it is hard to use a shotgun with a gun stock. That'd be really cool. Plus that feeling of pumping that shotgun would be very rewarding and immersion feeling for sure.
So cool. I know.
Yeah, so Gamertag said, I want to like gun stock so bad, but I feel quicker in game without it. And you can be quicker with some things, but your target acquisition, when you get good with a gun stock, it's an instant. When you pull up that gun stock, your controllers are perfectly lined up, you're on point. I mean, that is where you get quick. Now, you do suffer in areas of reloading, grenades. You know, those usually aren't as quick. You can get quick with muscle memory, but I mean, the thing is with a gun stock, you just have to use it. Like I said, when I first used it, I got frustrated, and I did not think I would ever be able to use a gun stock and like it, and I just kept at it, and I love a gun stock now.
With my setup that I use, because on like the index, I use one upper and one lower mount for the gun stock, and on the Mamut, you get both of those. I'm actually just as fast reloading with that because I'm not going over to put it in the gun stock. I'm just straight back up into it, and it's flawless.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that. Highly recommend that setup.
Yeah, it's just so customizable. I love how I'm a big accessories person anyways. Like I love all the accessories in VR. I like gun stocks, the controller grips, VR covers, different headphone clip-on things. Like I like trying all that stuff. That stuff just gets me excited. So
I know it is. It's amazing. The stuff that's out there and people come up with too. I know I watched the Mamut Discord very closely, and it's amazing the stuff that gets thrown out there and the ideas. They actually put out their STL files so people can 3D print stuff. Yeah. I mean, my index grips have the mounts for the Apto built right into it. Yeah, they're sick. I love it.
And they have some really cool stuff they're working on for the future as well that we can't talk about or say too much about, but man, it's so good. So like we talked about in the beginning, if somebody's going to pick up this code, this is for Topgolf Pro Putt, you need to go into your app and go to Pro Putt inside the Quest store and then hit redeem code inside the app of the game, not just in the settings. So that is how
this is a great game. They added the actual. I know. Cheers, man. I saw him in there. I actually just went to Topgolf, and they added in, I think the week after I went there, the true driving range that they have at the Topgolf, which is super cool.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. I do want to go. I haven't tried either. I haven't tried in VR or in real life, so that would be that'd be really cool. That's so awesome. But this is a game that is on sale. It's on the Quest sale right now. So if you didn't get the code and you're interested, pick it up. I think it's like $14 or something like that. So.
Yeah, 14, 17. Yeah. It might be 14. I forget.
Yeah. So let us know in the chat too if you do get this game. I don't know. We never figured out who got Star Wars. I know somebody got it because we got notified it was redeemed, but I'm not sure who got it.
Yeah, but hopefully you enjoy this. Let us know if you do. Josh Chivers said, getting my first VR headset soon, the G2. Really excited to get a gun stock at some point. And it's amazing.
If you like shooter games, especially Contractors, that's coming out soon.
So we had an interesting question on our Discord as well. That was, somebody asked, I play Pavlov, Onward, Contractors, but I'm looking for a really good single player that has the same shooter concept. Yeah. And it was really cool to see people's replies. A good one was Zero Caliber. I agreed with that one. That was a good one. It has a really good first person playthrough. Some people said it doesn't run the greatest.
I've had some there's a lot of settings you can tweak in that too to lower some settings if it's not really good. But I don't know that there's really that true like, Call of Duty for me playing on Xbox and stuff, that was mainly all about the multiplayer, but I've played a lot of the campaigns, like the Modern Warfare, and I don't know that we have one of like a true military style campaign single player game out there really. But there is going to be some stuff coming to contractors as well, and I don't know how well that'll be implemented and stuff, but I mean, I think for me, probably like you said, what was the name? You just said it. The game.
Zero Caliber?
Zero Caliber is probably one of the better ones. It is. It's not really much of a story to it. There's a little bit of a story, but it's pretty good in that aspect, and it's a really good game. So I think that
the one that I really recommended, and just because of the longevity of it and the quality and the additions and the life of it, is hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades, because the mechanics are there, and that's what they were looking for with those gunplay mechanics. That has top of the line gunplay mechanics, great physics built into it.
You actually have to know how to work all of those guns, or you can't shoot them. Pretty much.
Absolutely,
you have to know how those guns operate. That's still, I guess there's not really a story though. It's more of a sandbox kind of a game.
But I don't think they were looking for a story base as much as single player. So you get the good AI in that, and you also get all single player in it. So I feel like that's a really good recommendation for somebody.
Yeah, for a shooter game to shoot guns, for sure.
I mean, it's almost
GT was talking about 1976, the remake of 1943, and we talked about that already. I saw, I think before we went live, he was streaming that, so I'm curious to see what his thoughts are. We were trying to get ready for the show. I wasn't able to.
I was hoping for that.
Medal of Honor. That is going to be the one.
It's not out yet.
I know, but that's going to be it. That's going to be it. That's going to be the story-driven campaign military-style shooter game with a multiplayer aspect. I mean, there is nothing right now that I'm as excited for as that game. I mean, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 VR, I'm excited. I think that's going to be cool. But Medal of Honor for me, that's just the top of my charts right now that I cannot wait for that game. I'm so excited. I mean, it hits everything for me. It's a shooter game. I love shooter games. It's going to have a good story. It's going to be, a very well-known developer. It's going to be top of the line, AAA quality, I would imagine, and it's going to be multiplayer. The fact that there's going to be a multiplayer in there just has me so excited.
Brilliant. I know this. It's going to be one of those games that bring people over to the system, to VR itself, I think. And I'm so stoked for that. I just hope it lives up. I feel like sometimes we get pretty amped about stuff that's backed by Oculus, and then maybe it's not.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's not as good. I don't know.
If it doesn't live up to the hype, I'm so disappointed. But I know Tyler's excited for this one. I didn't even have a plan to talk about this. I just still had this trailer in here.
Yeah.
Mist. I know you're excited for Mist.
Dude, I'm amped.
That's coming soon. That is coming soon.
It is coming soon. Yeah. It is. So hopefully somebody got the Top Golf key.
Yeah, I don't know who got that.
But I am super, super amped for this. Another great single player game. Yeah. I probably haven't played this in so long, I'm going to forget the game, which is awesome. I love going back into old games like this that I don't really like. I remember playing, but in VR, it's going to seem 100% different.
Yeah.
I might remember some puzzles, maybe. I don't know, man. This was the original. But
I guess I can. So somebody should have got that code by now. I guess I can pull it down. I need to leave it up there forever. But so I mean, there's so much good stuff coming. I mean, the holiday season is just around the corner. I feel like it's like this week news wise, I feel like it was a little bit slow because it was a holiday week. There wasn't a ton of stuff going on, but it was still some exciting things. Looking forward to finishing this book, which I'll definitely get some more into it this weekend. Bathroom remodel stuff slowing me down, but
you've got a wedding to attend. Wedding to attend in VR.
Oh yeah. Population 1 proposal. Yeah. So I mean, there's just so much good stuff. Population 1, I still can't get enough of, especially with the they're doing events like every week. So I'm excited to see what next week is going to bring. They have the Harvest Havoc stuff going on still and all that. So that Scarecrow skin is pretty cool, I think. But
I know. And the gun skins are visible to other people in there.
Oh yeah, we talked about that last week.
We messed about that.
And I never realized it. And we were playing, and J-Ham was like, "Yeah, you can see him." We're like, "No, you can't." And then I saw yours, and I was like, "Oh, I did see your gun skin." I guess you just don't notice it in the gameplay. But the thing that I think would be cool that I don't think happens is when you kill somebody and you pick up their gun. If they had the gun skin, then you should see that on the gun that you pick up from their dead body. That is more like what I was thinking. That doesn't happen because if you don't have the gun skin, but that would be cool to me. That would be cool, I think. So
that would be cool because it would tempt you to buy something that you don't have. You know what I mean? Like a skin that you don't have, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, really, you would see it in your hands and you'd be like, "Holy crap, this is sweet." You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can't buy old skins anyways.
And I think that's kind of cool too because it's
I do too.
Limited time and it shows when that player was into Population 1 or whatever.
I still think the beta testers should have got like a shirt that cool, that had something different, or guns that had something different. I think that would have been absolutely amazing.
Arthur Knox,
good to see you again, man.
He said, question, is cloud gaming the first step to Ready Player One Oasis? Thoughts?
Absolutely.
Cloud gaming
for sure it is. Yeah, because everything's going to go remote. Everything's going to get offloaded onto servers, and they're going to have even more control, and even more, I don't know. You're going to be able to run. You're going to be running a mobile wireless headset that has no processor in it, so they're going to push as much as they can to you then at that point. I think it's going to lead to it. I don't think it's going to cause it, but eventually, it'll all be wrapped into one bundle.
I think to me, when I think Ready Player One, I think more really, really good haptic suits, which is still hard. I think the B haptics I'm most excited about. I think about, the treadmill style stuff, which I still is not there yet. And I don't know how that's going to ever be fully implemented to be used really, really well. I don't know. I mean, and, now we got things like the cyber shoes that have been out, they just they just funded their Kickstarter within like a day for the Quest 2. Which I don't know. I'm not very excited about cyber shoes. It's not something for me that
me neither. I'm not, man. I'm not either.
I don't know. So I think we still have a long ways to go before we get to Ready Player One status of kind of how that world worked. And I think even farther away from Ready Player 2, but this might come actually before some of that other stuff because there's so much brain interface stuff going on right now. There's so much money going into research on that could actually happen maybe before some of the stuff from Ready Player One ever really majorly catches on, I think.
I think the most of it, we want less, right? You just like you're saying, you want less feel. You want no headphone feel. You want to be able to put them on and feel nothing. I think no past friction. The headset, the only thing that's going to break us into that full immersion is full body tracking from cameras on the outside. And I feel like that is the only way to get that into VR the right way. And I know you're not going to have that feeling of immersion with a shirt or, vest or whatever we're calling it. Yeah. I feel like full body tracking is the easiest, simplest way to get people instantly into a world. Just like hand tracking, right now it's a little awkward and doesn't work right, but I feel like it's getting pushed farther and farther.
Yeah, so. It is. I mean, all that technology is getting better and better. And like Mewater said, the VR room from Gary's book would be awesome. And that I totally agree because that was like a room that adapted to the surroundings. So if you wanted to sit, if there was a couch in the VR world and you wanted to sit down on it, the room would actually, it was a floor. Yeah, it was a shifting floor that would actually shift up to where you would have a spot to sit that was like a couch or, the whole, that would be cool. And I don't know how that would be super difficult to implement.
There were some concepts of that. Do you remember with the
those boxes
that
would, I do remember that. That was a very weird implementation, but it was kind of similar. But I think if that future is possible, then I think that would be really cool. So Check Miner said, wait, Ready Player 2 came out? Yes, the book is out. I received it last week, this past week. So Monday night or something.
Did he release the audio version?
I just saw something that he posted.
He said he was going to.
Yeah, it's been submitted, I think. I'm not sure if somebody knows for sure in chat. I don't know if it's available yet, but I know that is in the works and it should be very soon. So
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, there is an audiobook for Ready Player 2 as well. So Gary's book was really good. The Memory Engine, if you haven't picked that up, it's available on Amazon and a couple other places, but very, very good book. I loved that book. That book is up there with the first Ready Player One book to me. I thought that was very good. But
awesome. Yeah, because he has the knowledge of VR. You know what I mean? I mean, he knows it inside now, which is awesome.
Right, and he plays it. He's played it for a long time.
Exactly.
So, like you said, he's got the knowledge of it. So, yeah, very good book. I think Ready Player 2 is a good book, but it hasn't really captivated me yet. Like I said, I'm a quarter of the way through it. I look forward to reading some more. So, yeah. But
I want to hear it. I am not a reader, man. I need to listen to it.
It's available. There is an audiobook available. It's a great way to do it, especially in the car and stuff like that. So.
Okay, let me if I've watched the movie, would I be okay jumping into the book? Because I know they can differ a little bit.
So wait, into the second book?
If I watch the first movie, could I listen to the second book?
Yeah.
Would it make sense?
I think so. And there's some things in the second book that kind of fill in some of the stuff that happened in the book that wasn't in the movie, I think. So I think you could do that. I still recommend reading the first book first. I think that would be the best route, is read the first book and then go into the second book. But I think it's doable. Yeah, I think it's doable. Because, I mean, there is some areas in the book that fills in some of the stuff that happened in the book that wasn't in the movie, I feel like. So I think it's doable. But yeah, I definitely recommend reading the first book first. I mean, that's how you should do it. But yeah.
All right. So if we're playing on Sunday, what are we playing?
Sunday, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are we playing? Oh man, I'm in the middle of a bathroom remodel. The shower and the floor just got finished. I got to do moldings and paint and vanity.
That's all right. I know. I picked up a bunch of stuff over Black Friday to finish all my stuff. So I need that's my next big one is
the basement. You need to do some videos of that basement project and on the Discord and stuff, because you have basically a blank slate that you are going to be. I mean, you've already walked me through all the plans and stuff, which I think is going to be awesome. It's going to be an amazing
lumber,
VR space.
Lumber is so ridiculous.
I mean, a 2x4 used to cost $2. Now it's like $5 or so.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That wasn't that long ago. $2 2x4 was not that long ago.
Maybe $2 or $3. I know. And then I need 9-foot ones, and then I need hundreds of them to finish the whole thing. So I'm like, it's going to be a truck full. So I really don't want to buy them. I'm really not happy with it at the price. So, but I think I'm going to do it because I'm going to do it over the winter. So we'll see. But
we'll see.
Once that shows up, I'll start shooting some of it, and you guys can help me decide where I place stuff. I think I've got my general idea. I do love my mats still, though. I have those here beside me. Freaking amazing. I love them.
I can't believe you didn't get those sooner.
My cat is gnawing on them.
Yeah, I know. That's what you said.
So annoying. I actually tried spraying some all-natural stuff around the outside edge, so maybe she doesn't chew on it. But
you got to put like deer pee on them or something. It works for deer, right?
Come on, man. Do you think I'm going to smell that? You think I'm going to smell that?
No. Man, that might make it worse. It might really attack them then. I have no idea.
Right. Go mark the territory then after that. No.
So make sure you sign up for the Gleam giveaway for SuperHot Quest code that's going on now. I think that ends like Tuesday. Make sure you sign up for that. Hopefully some people got some of the codes today on the show. Make sure you pick up the Black Friday deals too before those end. You know, we got Black Friday deals going on Quest Store, Rift Store, Steam Store. Mamut stuff's on sale. ProTube stuff's on sale. VR cover stuff's on sale. Yeah.
Buy your Christmas stuff now, man. It's so good. I kind of celebrate Black Friday as like my own Christmas. So that's kind of how I treat myself. And I got another pair of the Bose headphones with
the sunglass ones.
The audio, man. Yes. Well, actually, so I will say my wife got a little jealous of mine.
So they're for her.
So they're for her. Okay. So she wanted a pair too. And they came out with smalls now. So they have small, medium, and medium large. So they have different sizes. And they really need to use the audio from those in the VR headsets because it's brilliant. And their problem is where the audio is located. I mean, on my Quest here, they have it projecting into the side of where your temples are. So Bose actually projects into your ear location, which is just absolutely
they should have. I mean, if the Quest wasn't so cheap priced, they would have been awesome to get that Bose, have those speakers and that system implemented into the headset, but that would have drove the cost up. But I saw Tony Digital ask, what is the name of the other book you're reading? I'm not sure which one he's talking about. Gary's book, The Memory Engine. That's from Gary Walkden. That's got
to be that.
So that's the other book. I've read that one already. I'll probably read that one again because it's really good.
That's the one I want to listen to. I'm not a reader. I don't have the time.
Good. Totally. Once that's available in the audio version, totally pick that up. Seriously, it's a good book. I highly recommend it. I love the book. I thought the book was very well done. So but I think.
But we thank you guys for being here. The giveaways, we know they're tough to get live on our show. I do want to explain that because sometimes people get frustrated with it. It is just a thank you from us to you guys watching us live, joining us on our show, being involved in chat. So
so that's why we do a Gleam giveaway a lot of times too, because those those are a little bit easier. You just sign up and it's randomly drawn. You do only have 24 hours to respond to the email. Only a couple times have people not responded. I think the last one we did, Population 1, somebody responded like 5 days after it was drawn, and I had already emailed them and repicked the winner. I felt bad. I hate when that happens. So make sure you check your email if you sign up for them. Make sure you check your junk and folder.
The email will show up on Tuesday, so watch for it then.
Yeah. So yep. So seriously, thanks for hanging out. We love it. I mean,
we do.
Yeah, there wasn't a ton of big news this week, but we just love talking VR, and there was seriously some stuff worth talking about. A lot of sales going on.
Accessories,
and so much stuff.
Man. Come on. It's all accessories. It's Black Friday. Buy yourself something for Christmas. Please do yourself a favor and get it before it's gone. That's all I can say.
Buy them while you can, because things go fast for the Quest 2, especially.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, everything on VR covers sold out instantly.
It's like for Quest 2. Man. Yeah, but really good deals on the older stuff. So Arthur Knox just sent a super chat. It hasn't showed up yet. He said, "Hey, just got just got a Oculus Quest 2 in the house and about to jump in. Arski can't wait for cloud gaming because can't afford VR ready PC. I don't know what Arski is.
Arski? No Man's no, not No Man's Sky. AR Sky? AR Ski? I don't know.
I'm not sure what that is, honestly.
Me neither. Let me know what that is. Because I really
let me know. But that's awesome that you got your Quest 2. I think you're gonna love it. I highly recommend Population 1 if you're into shooter games and stuff. There's so much good stuff on the Quest store, honestly. So, and then once you get a VR ready PC, that opens up a whole new world of experiences. So it's a great time.
I mean, if you haven't played with like Super Hot or something, just buy it. Even if you're not like into shooting games, it's such a cool concept of a game.
Super Hot's not even really like it's like mixes a lot of genres. Man. Yeah, it's a puzzle game. I don't know. It's a really good game. So thanks so much everybody for hanging out with us this Saturday morning. We love doing this show. We love hanging out.
Really do.
So much good stuff going on, and the holidays are coming up, and I can't wait to see all these games that we know are just on the horizon to get released. That has me really excited. Contractors.
And watch our Discord, too, for what we're going to be playing tomorrow as well. So I know I'm going to be playing something.
I don't know if I will be for sure because of the remodel.
Sure, I know
I'll try. We'll see. I might need to take a break. Or maybe today. I don't know. Maybe tonight. I have no idea. We'll let you know. Join the Discord. Link is in the description. And thanks again for everybody hanging out. Seriously.
Cheers, everybody. Oh, before we sneak out of here, I do just want to thank everybody for all the super chats because one just came through from Arthur Knox again. But Tony Digital, South Memphis, Anthony Mann. Appreciate it, man. Mextasy, new people. It's awesome to see you guys. May Waters, Rizzle, Mad Wookie, and Arthur Knox twice, man. So cheers, guys.
Thank you. That's awesome.
And we'll see you guys back here or see you in VR. Later. Guys. See ya.
Which out, so we'll do this one.